to After the Whistle. I'm State Senator Matt Woods, and I know you're looking forward to this season, and so am I. I want to thank everyone who's involved in making this tradition so special. To our student athletes, the coaches, the cheerleaders, the sports trainers, and booster clubs, your hard work and practice will soon be on full display, and I want to wish you a safe and successful season. To our band members and directors, the dance line and halftime performers, thank you for your countless hours of preparation that go into each performance. Also, let's remember our administrators and teachers, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas who are supporting their students. May the Lord grant you safe travels each week as you move about. To our students, I'm asking that you do your best and represent your school and community with class and sportsmanship. This is an exciting time in your lives, and I hope you love every minute. Thank you for watching this broadcast and enjoy the game.
Hey everyone, welcome to TV 25's After the Whistle. I'm Jeremy Moon, along with as always, the Daily Mountain Eagles, Jonathan Bentley. Jonathan,
hey man,
how you doing tonight?
Good, another good. You know what's crazy? You wait all this time for football season, we're already 3 down.
I know, it happens in a hurry.
I know.
Well, tonight we're going to talk about our game of the week, Oakman versus Carbon Hill, and we're going to speak to Coach Ben Painter, and we're also going to speak to a couple other area coaches later on in the show and cover all your local scores. Right now, let's go to Coach Ben Painter on our Pinnacle Bank Coaches Hotline. Coach, are you with us?
Yes, sir. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good, Coach.
Good, man.
Congrats on the big win tonight.
Thank you. I'm proud of our boys. It was a good win for us. And as you know, how we've been the last couple of weeks, it's not turned out so well for us, but we come out on the winning end of this. I'm very proud of our team.
Yes, sir. And we noticed the past couple of weeks how your team showed a lot of heart and came back in the second half, and really we just felt that they were about to get over that hill.
Yes, sir. We really preached to them last couple. We've kind of challenged them really. We needed to start better. We've not started really well the last couple of weeks. Finished pretty good, we thought, and we just thought, if we could start better and play 4 quarters of football, that we would have a better chance to win those games. And we were close a couple times, and it didn't work out our way. And so we just kind of presented a challenge to the kids. We need to be more efficient and be more focused on the little things, and they responded really well tonight. I'm proud of them.
Yeah, Coach, it looked like I saw first play of the game. Well, first play of the game for y'all. Thomas goes right down the field, I think 50-something yards. Did that really just set the tone for tonight?
Absolutely. Tyler he's had a good week. He's been banged up a little bit, but he's done a good job this week of resting his body, taking care of his body, and had some good rehab. But when he started the game, that was a great tone setter for us. I mean, and we want the ball in his hands. I mean, he's our guy, and obviously, and he did a really good job tonight. Ran the ball really well. Felt like he had a little pep in his step. He kind of wanted to put the team on his back, so I was really proud of him.
Absolutely. We've got him down for 13 rushes, 214 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty close. I know he had a big night.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so proud of him.
Yes, sir, as you should be. Well, I also, as somebody who's kind of been in your shoes before, I wanted to ask this question, especially tonight. If you take your dad hat off and just wear your coach one for a minute, how special is it to see a young man like Barrett step up at such a young age and lead y'all?
Oh man, well, yeah, putting putting the dad hat on. I mean, just you don't get to sit back and watch like you would, in the stands, or and that's one thing that I've tried to step back and kind of, just be able to watch him a little bit. I'm super proud of him being a young guy, and we're asking him to do play a role for us that's a big role, and so far he's answered the call, and I'm super proud of him, and obviously as a coach, but obviously as a parent as well, and I'll just look forward to seeing him grow each week.
Absolutely. And just to follow up on that, now I did read that he's an 8th grader or a freshman?
He's an 8th grader.
Okay.
He's 14.
Wow.
So,
Wow. And already showing a little moxie, a little grit, and I love to see it. We're watching the highlights as we're talking to you. It's great to see such a young man when he's challenged like that, then rise to the occasion.
Yes, sir. We talk about it a lot. Trying to get a young man in that position is a big role, and to have to have a cool head about himself and not make it bigger than what it is. It's a lot of pressure, and Coach Trotter and some of our offensive guys do a really good job with him and taking care of him and teaching him how to handle that situation. And I kind of step back and let them take the reins on that,
Right.
and so I'm looking forward to what he's going to, being able to see what he does in the future. But obviously, when we get at home, it turns into dad,
That's right.
So
I understand that completely.
I'm proud of it.
I bet.
What's that mean to you finally get that first win? 'Cause I know y'all, like you mentioned before, I think y'all lost the first game by a touchdown last week. What was it, 2 points?
26-22, I
Yeah,
believe.
4 points. So what's it mean for you to get over the hump like that tonight?
It is. It's huge. I mean, it's always, we got to enjoy the wins. When you get them, they're hard. It's hard to win, and when you get them, we need to enjoy them, and that's what we tell the kids. Enjoy this. It's sort of the 24-hour rule kind of thing. We got to go back to work, pretty quickly, but. Just to get this win, this kind of gives us a boost of confidence to let us know, we're all on the right track. And we just got to keep, a nose to the grindstone and just keep working every week and trying to improve and get better. And, we just got to do more right. I mean, so I'm excited for our kids, and I just hope we can build off of what we started tonight.
Absolutely. As you're going into next week, what is something you're going to try to preach to you guys this next week?
Well, we've been, we've been focusing on focus. The word focus. We've had to, try to be more focused. We wanted to be more efficient. This was a big word for us this week that we've kind of preached, and I think we're going to kind of, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to kind of go in there with. We've got to get even more efficient. We've got to be even more super focused on the job at hand. Everybody's got to collectively do their job, and then we need to build off that right there. That's what we're going to preach. And then obviously the number one thing is we're going to try to outwork everybody. That's our motto for down here. We're going to put our nose to the grindstone on Monday. We're going to come back in here, and we're going to go right back to work, and we're just going to try to outwork people.
All right, Coach, we kind of didn't even mention the score. It was 41-7, but
Right.
it was 41-0 at half. How did everybody on the sideline get in the game tonight?
Yeah, I think everybody got in tonight. I think we had an opportunity to play a lot of some of our younger kids too in the second half, and we had some. There were some bright spots in that. Obviously, there's some learning going on as well, but I thought most of our kids handled that really well. Sometimes that can be sort of aggravating to try to get to get the twos and everybody to fit where they need to fit. knowing where they're supposed to go. But our kids did a really good job of that tonight, and I think we're going to have something to build off of. We got some film to watch now. Get some game situations for them, and that's going to help us build for the future for sure.
It's funny, I heard before the game, Thomas is out and he's hurt. And I told the person I was talking to, I said, if he can play, he's going to play. That's just the way he is, right?
He is he's our guy. And what I love about him is he's one of the hardest workers on our team. And it's going to be hard to keep him off the field. And that was the one thing as soon as he got banged up last week, he started trying to figure out how am I going to get back on the field. We had to hold him this week a few times in practice, and he was aggravated with us because we were holding him in practice, and he just he's a baller, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to play football. It's a tough game for tough people, and he's a tough one, and he's going to be on the field if he can possibly be on the field.
You love to see leadership and grit like that, Coach. Well, congratulations again, Coach. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. Let's hear from our sponsors.
I'm Kevin Callahan, and I'm the owner and general manager of Honda of Jasper. The investment we made in renovating our facility is a statement in our belief in our product, our people, and the Jasper community. The confidence we have in the Honda brand made doing a remodel an easy decision, because when you invest in your business, you invest in the community and the people that live there. Watching our business grow as Jasper has grown shows us we've made the right decision.
Bevel State is your community college for
high wage, high demand career tech training,
rapid workforce certifications,
life-changing adult education opportunities.
Your story starts at Bevel State.
There's a new dealer in Jasper, Alabama, folks, and it is called North Country Ford, and you're going to love the way we do business. Every dealer right now is running From America for America Ford campaign that offers employee pricing. You pay what we pay. We're going to do better than that. We're going to go up to $5,000 below that, plus $5,000 over Kelly Blue Book for you trade in. Lifetime powertrain warranty, no other dealer even offers that. So make the short drive to Jasper, Alabama, because that's where business is being done. Hurry while supplies is at its best. I'll see you soon.
Welcome back to After the Whistle. This is Jeremy Moon with Jonathan Bentley from the Daily Mountain Eagle. Let's go over some area scores tonight. Final results for all the teams in our area of coverage. So we've got the Jasper Vikings over Decatur, 48-13.
Yeah, so this was, I guess, region opener for everybody.
Right.
It's a good start for Jasper.
Jasper's offense.
What we expected.
They're tough. I thought they might have a little bit of a test tonight, but they proved it differently. The next score we have is Dora drops one to Fayette County tonight, 56-27. It's nice to see Dora getting on the scoreboard. I know that they were down really bad, and then were able to put some scores up toward the end of the game. And that's something that you can build on. They jumped out with a difficult start to the season, playing those two games at larger schools, and then tonight maybe they're starting to get their legs under them, so to speak.
Yeah, this schedule is unrelenting.
It's a tough one.
Unrelenting. It gets,
and don't they have,
it doesn't go away.
They have, what is it, Jasper later in the year?
Jasper just in a couple weeks, yeah.
Oh,
the middle of the season.
Well, you love to see competitors play those tough schedules, so maybe it'll benefit them down the home stretch. I hope so. All right, our next score tonight, Cordova drops one to Hamilton, 41-20.
Yeah, Hamilton's probably, I would say, the region front runner probably this year.
I agree.
And that game was close, and they kind of pulled away. I think Cordova's much improved, and we'll see that later, but their start of the schedule has also been pretty tough.
It has
Northside
been.
and Hamilton back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, I think Northside will make some noise in their region as well. And the next score is Oakman over Carbon Hill, 41-7. As we just spoke with Coach Painter from Oakman, he got his first win tonight, Jonathan.
Yeah, they came so close those first 2 weeks. I guess they had some pent-up energy. Just that was not very close tonight.
Well, Tyler Thomas went off in that game for sure.
I can't remember a guy scoring 6 touchdowns very often.
I can't. I've seen a few 4s and 5s, but I can't remember a 6.
And that was in a half.
Right.
So
I mean,
pretty good.
Whew, that was awesome. Congrats to him. Now we have Curry, 49, over Haleville, 27. Nice to see them get back in the win column and put some points on the board.
I would say 49 is the most Curry scored in years. I'm just guessing. Well, they had a lot against Vina a couple years ago, but
right.
They had not won a region. This is just huge for Curry. I mean, this game you can't even.
Right, and with a region opponent to do that well on the scoreboard, that says a lot about Curry in their progress.
Yeah, you can't understate that. It's just big win,
big
22-point win.
Absolutely, congrats to them. And we've got Corner, 28, Winona 13. A little closer game than they're used to, but they hung in there and I think that wasn't the score. It was kind of an awkward score in the first half. What, 6-5 or something?
Winona was up 6-5 at halftime.
Wow.
And it was 13-13 in the fourth quarter, I guess. Corner just wins games like this. That's just how they win games. They score late every single time.
They keep working, keep hammering, and break through. And that's Addison over Shoals Christian, 68-8. That machine is not stalling at all. It's still running wide open.
That's got to be one of the highest scoring teams.
It has to be. I'd love to see the stats on that. And Lynn, big win tonight over Brilliant, 70-0. Do not adjust your sets. That's 70-0. Congrats to Lynn and Coach Cagle on his first win.
Oh, that's right. It's his first win. Kind of like Painter. That was I thought it would be closer than that, and it's a lot like Oakman. They had games where they kind of stuck around and got beat the first 2 weeks against tough competition, and boy, they made up for it tonight.
They sure did. And Hackleburg topples Meek 33-0 tonight. Hackleburg seems tough this year. I know Meek has got a lot of good things going for him, and tonight Hackleburg had their number again.
Yeah, I hate that. Hackleburg, we keep seeing them every week on the screen here with a win over a local team.
Right.
You know, that's pretty impressive because Meek is good this year. That's at Meek.
Right.
I bet Meek, that 3-game gauntlet to start the year again, but yeah, that's a big win. That'll go a long way in the region standings too.
It will. Maybe they can bounce back next week. And our last score is Winston County 51 over Tanner. They had 26 tonight.
So we had a Winston County. Yeah, that was kind of close early, and they pulled away. But so 3 Winston County teams scored 50 or more.
They sure did. Wow, how about that?
Put up some points.
And I think we're going to hear from Coach Simmons later in the show, so y'all stay tuned with us. And for right now, we're going to have a word from our sponsors.
Timberline Homes has proudly served Walker County and the surrounding communities since 2016. Carrying over 7 different manufacturers, Timberline Homes will have several options to suit your style and budget. Timberline Homes is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located on Highway 78 in Jasper. Give Timberline Homes a call at 387-1002 or visit them online at timberlinejasperal.com. Ken Glover Drug is your local owned Health Mart pharmacy. Our friendly professional staff will be glad to answer your questions and help you with your medications. We offer a full line of medical equipment and diabetic supplies. We accept most insurance plans, and for faster refills, you can visit us online. For pharmacy, medical equipment, gifts, and more, visit King Glover Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Football season is here, and you need a new sofa. Check these out.
Like this dual reclining sofa, on sale now for $8.99.
This 7-piece power reclining sectional is on sale now for only $53 a month. Justin, show us something else.
Like this sectional right here, only $38 a month. TJ, close us out.
And this comfy sectional is only $24.99. As you can see, this football season, there's only one place to buy your sofa, and it's just down the road from all those high prices.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Welcome back to After the Whistle, everybody. Tonight we've got another interview on our Pinnacle Bank Coaches Hotline with Coach Caleb Simmons of Winston County High School. Congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate it. It was a good job by the kids and a great crowd as usual at Malcolm Blake Stadium. We couldn't ask for a better community. They showed up tonight, and it was a loud atmosphere, and we're just really appreciative of that.
How big is that to get that first region win out of the way, Coach?
Well, I mean, anytime you can start off region play with a win, it definitely helps you out, obviously. We had a good game plan, and the kids executed well. The last two games, it's been, closer. Earlier in the game, we've kind of pulled away, and that's kind of our design is, just kind of try to keep it close and make adjustments, and then, execute our adjustments. And the last 2 weeks, it's gone according to plan. We just hope we can keep it up.
Well, Willie Elliott, your dual threat quarterback, he's putting some points up for y'all. What is something you've seen him do well and progress well in so far this season?
Well, Will has started for 3 years, but we had Landon Kelly at quarterback the last 2 years, so he just now started at quarterback.
Right.
He's always been a great player.
Right.
It's just in small school ball, it's not necessarily it's more of putting the pieces of the puzzle together. He might be good here, but he helps us the team more here.
Right.
Right. And he is a incredible worker. He's here every day. He puts in the work. He puts in the time, and he's paid his dues, I guess I should say. And he's doing a really good job for us on both sides of the ball tonight, or this year, I should say.
Was there somebody that stood out to you tonight, Coach?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did somebody stand out for you tonight?
Just as a whole, we're a little bit different offensively this year than we were last year. So it really takes a combined team effort. At some points in time last year, we knew we could just throw the ball up and to Chris Clemens, and those aren't 50-50 balls. They're probably
right.
70-30 balls. So we look a little different offensively and defensively, but the main thing is we're, coming together, trying to come together and gel as a team and do our job. Don't try to do somebody else's job. Just do what I'm supposed to do, and trust that the guy beside me is going to do what he's supposed to do, and we're going from there and trying to gel together like that. But obviously, Will had a great game. Cameron Adderholt ran the ball hard. Max Moore ran the ball hard. It's a plus for us that we can kind of rotate those guys back there and not have to change anything. It's just who we're snapping it to and doing the same stuff, up front and on the edges.
Right. Well, defensively, y'all have done a pretty good job too. Who are some standouts on the defensive side of the ball that you want to mention?
Well, we got a lot of new kids and a lot of new positions. Even the ones that played last year and for the last 2 years, they're in different spots than they have been, in the previous years. So we knew it was going to take a little while, because you're getting in a game with live bullets. You can practice and do film and walk through and everything, but if you're not in the game in a live bullets, dodging live bullets, it's just not the same.
Right, completely different. Right.
Those younger kids, they have really come a long way just in the last 2 weeks. Aiden Watts is playing Mike linebacker, and he's about the size of my 5-year-old, but he just gets through there. He's where he's supposed to be. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, if you walked up to him right now, he doesn't look like a linebacker, but he's got the heart of a lion, I guess I should say. He's like Rocky Balboa out there playing Mike linebacker. So
those are some of the scariest ones, Coach. Those small ones like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's come a long way. Colton Alexander, he played corner last year, and he's playing safety now. And we got 2 brand new corners out there. It's just, we're starting to figure out, what our assignments are and stuff like that defensively. But like I said, I'm proud of them for the strides they've made. There's always something to look at, something to work on. But, the biggest thing is we don't want to make the same mistakes 2 weeks in a row. We want to make different mistakes. We can fix these mistakes, so don't do that again. If you want to screw up, screw something else up. That type of thing. And we've done a good job with that. So I'm proud of them offensively and defensively.
Well, with them being so young, they'll mature and they'll get better as the year goes on. So that's good to get that win under their belt and get them some more experience. And like you mentioned before, that they're starting to gel. And that's what you want to see before midway through the season for sure.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Hey, Coach, what's weird now looking back, this doesn't look like the same team that played Addison. Is that just inexperience, they're just gaining experience week in and week out now?
I mean, I think so. I think so. I think a lot of it was, we were kind of riding the coattails of the teams of the last 2 years, and we kind of just thought, we'll show up over here and we'll do this and that, and we'll win, and it'll be fine. And we realized, real quick, those guys aren't here. I got to be the one to make the play. I got to be the one to make the block. I got to be the one to line people up right. And I think that was a big shock to their system, and it kind of woke us up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Hey, this is me out here. You know what I mean? Last year we had Chris and Rakim playing safety, and if we made a mistake or anything up front, we had them to kind of bail us out. This team we got this year, we couldn't run out of sight in 2 days. So we have really got to be really sound and really, really heavy fundamental. And I think, like I said earlier, being in the game, in a live game situation, really helped us out on that. Showed up last week, and we're just trying to continue to get better every week.
Well, that's great to hear that they're taking a lot more responsibility in a hurry. If you're going to have to go through those growing pains, it's good to get that done the first part of the season and get everything figured out.
Yes, sir, for sure, absolutely.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Congrats again on the big win, and we'll speak to you later on in the year.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Go Jackets.
Yes, sir. Right now, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Jasper Pickers Flea Market and Antique Mall, located at 315 Highway 78 West in Jasper, open every day of the week, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. There's something for everyone here, so come shop with us. Interested in renting a vendor booth? Call Greg at 205-512-1101. That's Jasper Pickers, located on Highway 78 in Jasper. Southern Tire Mart is your source for America's favorite quality brands. Southern Tire Mart's mission began in 1973 to serve families and businesses just like yours with the best passenger and commercial tires on the market. Southern Tire Mart also provides you the latest in parts and products at the best prices with unparalleled service. Don't forget, Southern Tire Mart can also service your vehicle. Need an oil change? Try Southern Tire Mart. Located on Industrial Boulevard in Jasper. Visit online or give them a call, 384-3440.
Football season is here, and it's time to get in the game, and Piggly Wiggly has everything you need to stock up on. We have weekly specials with super low prices on USDA select meats, dairy products, the freshest produce, and a whole lot more. Save big on all the top name brands, or try our own store brand with national brand quality and Piggly Wiggly value. Don't drop the ball this fall. Save big. Shop the pig.
Hey everybody, welcome back to After the Whistle. We're going to go back to our coaches hotline presented by Pinnacle Bank right now and speak to Coach Jace Cordell from Curry after a big win tonight. Congrats on the big win, Coach.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, take us through that. What was it like to get in the win column in a region game?
Well, it feels great. You know, the kids are all excited. The coaches are excited. You know, it was back and forth, swapping licks in the first half, and you know, our guys they showed some resiliency tonight. I've been on them about, you know, being able to finish and, you know, try not to, you know, we played sometimes try not to lose. And I told them, I said, don't be afraid to go out and have success this week.
Right.
And you know, like I said, we made some mistakes. We got to get corrected, but the kids fought hard. You know, all the glory to God. You know, we made a decision as a team. We was going to put him first at the beginning of the year, and you know, one of our things is, you know, we was going to play selfless in everything that we do. You know, play for the name on the front of the jersey, not the one on the back.
That's right.
And we had a kid he plays fullback for us, and you know, our offensive line, you know, they did a great job. And we didn't call our fullback's number, but he never said a word. He kept blocking, you know, all night long. Never complained about not getting the ball. Offensive line, I mean, hats off to them. I couldn't be more proud of those guys. They acted like they figured something out tonight. So
right. It seems like y'all played a complete game from start to finish. Obviously, you're gonna have some mistakes in there that y'all will get fixed when you have time to sit down and watch the film. But what was something that stood out that was a little bit different from the prior games that stood out for you tonight?
We overcome our mistakes. You know, when we made a mistake, we didn't let that defeat us or define us tonight. I think, you know, we kind of got over a hump with that. We still got to minimize those mistakes, but in the past, you know, that defined us. You know, we'd drop our head, and you know, it was just the end of the world. You know, we drove the ball all the way down the field, and we fumbled at the going in on the 25, and you know, we didn't, you know, we didn't bat an eye. We got the ball back next time. We drove it all the way back down the field again. So we're growing up a little bit now.
Yeah, it seems that way. You like to see a team be resilient like that.
Hey, Coach.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, I said you like to see resilience like that.
Yes,
bouncing back from a mistake
very
like
welcome.
that.
Coach, I heard Noah Martinez had a good game tonight, over 200 yards.
Noah Martinez had a great game. I don't know what the stats were. But you know, he's a young kid too. You know, he's a young kid. He's in the 8th grade right now.
Wow.
I mean, he works hard. You know, he's got goals and stuff, and he works at them. You know, so I'm real proud of him.
Absolutely.
Great.
Who are some kids that have stepped up for y'all that maybe they don't get the stat line, but they're leaders on the team?
Let's start with the offensive line, man.
There you go. That's right. That's what I like to hear.
We got Carson Whittemore. We've got Jalen Hornsby, Big Kobe Christmas in the middle at center. We got Nathan Velasquez. We got Grant Neesmith. We got Carter Shattinger at tight end, and he's a menace at, you know, tight end blocking on folks. But you know, plays hard. All of them do. They play their guts out. Our defensive line, they really stepped up this week. Dustin Berry, Hayden Clark, Landon Cummins does a great job for us at nose guard. Easton McLean, he gets in there and gets after it every time. Will Roberts does a great job for us. You know, I'm sure I'm leaving some out, but you know, that's where it starts up front. And I told our guys, you know, that they've got a chance to be one of the best offensive lines I've ever coached if they'll play together and do the right things.
That's
do
right.
their jobs.
Well, we appreciate you highlighting those guys. I'm sure their families will love hearing that. They don't get recognized enough, in my opinion,
never
Coach.
No, they don't. They don't. But they're the unsung heroes. You know, they don't. I played on the offense and defensive line too. You know, we don't get any credit. You know, in the stats or in the paper, we don't get our names called out a lot. But you know, you couldn't. And they're selfless guys. You got to be selfless.
That's right.
Play
That's
those
where it
positions.
starts.
And we've got several of them that the only stat they're worried about is win or loss.
That's good. Now, take me back from last year to this year. What's changed with this team a year ago?
Well, you know, one of the big things is we're playing with some more upperclassmen instead of, you know, just our younger guys. These guys that are playing for me now, they've been playing for me since I got here. So, you know, they're veterans. They've played a lot of football on Friday nights. But the way these guys attack the weight room, you know, they go in that weight room hungry, and they attack it every day. We worked out this evening before the game.
I love to hear that.
They just ate it up.
I love to hear that.
They ate it up. They got after it. And that, you know, Coach McCarty, he's our strength and conditioning coach, and he does a good job with those guys, and they're buying into it. You know, everything's headed in the right direction right now. We just got to, you know, stay humble and stay hungry and keep it going.
That's right, Coach. Well, we sure appreciate you joining us here tonight, Coach, and look forward to speaking with you in the future as y'all pile up a few more wins. And we're tickled for y'all up there at Curry. Y'all definitely deserve it.
Yeah, great job, Coach.
I appreciate it. We're gonna stay after it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining us, Coach. And we'll speak with you later on in the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Now let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Bernard's Store for Men. Fine men's clothing since 1948. On the square in historic downtown Jasper.
Leo and Susie's famous Green Top Barbecue has been serving up the South's best barbecue for more than 50 years. Made famous for their hickory smoked barbecue sandwiches and big, tasty cheeseburgers, Green Top is sure to satisfy your hunger. Enjoy your meal while watching a game or call in for carryout. They also provide catering for any size party or occasion. For fast, friendly service and good old-fashioned barbecue, Green Top is simply the best.
B&B Discount Tires offers the highest quality service for the lowest price. B&B offers all major brands of tires, full-service mechanical department, alignments, and custom truck accessory installs. With decades of experience and ASE certified mechanics on site, you can rest assured that you're being taken care of at B&B. B&B is located at 5010 Highway 78 in Jasper, or give them a call at 384-1333.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Welcome back, everybody, to After the Whistle. Right now, let's get a rundown of our local scores. Tonight we had Jasper defeating Decatur 48-13.
3-0.
That's right.
Keep on winning.
Offense still
Keep humming.
taking it up and down the field. Tonight, Dora drops one to Fayette County, 56-27.
Yeah, Dora's 0-3, but I really wouldn't put too much into that right now.
I wouldn't either, but you got to consider their opponents.
Yes.
Cordova loses to Hamilton 41-20 tonight.
Yeah, but Hamilton, I bet Cordova would rather play this game late, but they have a very early, tough schedule.
Right, they're kind of in the same boat as Dora. They're jumping out and playing their toughest teams. It's front loaded, but I have a feeling they're going to get some experience and they're going to benefit from that later in the season. We have our game of the week. Oakman defeats Carbon Hill 41-7. Big night from Tyler Thomas. Another big night from Tyler Thomas, I should say, with 6 touchdowns and over 200 yards.
And a half a play.
And a half a play, right.
Yeah, just.
We got a late report that he only played 2 quarters and got that. And Curry, big win tonight over Haleville, 49-27. As we just heard from Coach Jace Cordell. Good job all around, a good complete game.
Yeah, I haven't looked, but it's been a while since Curry won a region game. And to start 1-0 in the region and to win by 3 touchdowns.
Right.
This is.
And 2-1 to start the season.
Yeah, this is big for Curry. Going in the right direction, like Cordell said.
You love to see it. In Corner, outlasts Winona 28-13. It was a closer game, and then Corner pulled away. Seems like they do that a lot lately.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, but that's the way they're programmed. It reminds me of what Simmons said. They kind of did the same thing at Winston County.
And Addison, another night of lighting up the scoreboard. We might want to check on those bulbs. They may have overheated. They beat Shoals Christian 68-8 tonight.
Yeah, they're just so much better than a lot of the teams in that region. And we're going to have more scores like this.
I think so too.
Season.
And you love to see a team that can score more, but they're just working on their craft. I got a feeling that as big as these scores have been, they could be a little bit more if Coach Hastings chose that. But he's a classic coach. And Lynn with a big win tonight, 70-0 over Brilliant. And congrats to Coach Steve Cagle on his first win up there.
Yeah, they took some frustration out tonight, looks like.
It looks like they did. In Hackleburg, 33, Meek 0. I hope to see the Meek Tigers get it turned around. Hackleburg's got a good team this year. They'll give a lot of people fits this year.
They're on one of those runs. Happens in 1A, you'll get 3 or 4 years together, kind of like Lynn had the last few years.
Right. I think Meek's going to get it turned around. They
they're a
faced some
good
tough
team.
opponents up front, just like a couple other teams in our area have. And as we spoke to Coach Caleb Simmons earlier, we heard that Winston County was over Tanner tonight, 51-26. A big win for the Yellow Jackets.
You know, I saw them in the opener against Addison, and I was like, boy, Winston County might struggle this year. It's been a completely different team the last 2 weeks.
Right, they've turned it around for sure. Now we've got some college games coming up. Big weekend last weekend. Also, let's go over our prep schedule for next week. We're going to have Jasper at Coleman, Dora at Hamilton, Curry at Cordova, Oakman at Phil Campbell, Corner at Ramsey, and Carbon Hill at Hansville. Sumner Christian scheduled to play Victory Christian. I think that's a JV game. Cherokee at Addison, Lynn at Pickens County, Phillips at Meek, and Winston County at Red Bay.
I think that Coleman Jasper, always, right? Always a big game.
Always a big game. And here's our college slate for tomorrow. And I think we talked about Bama last week, and I remember saying I didn't want to jinx my alma mater. I had a bad feeling in my gut, so I didn't stretch out too far on that prediction. For sure, I had a feeling about that one.
That was rough.
Tomorrow they hope to bounce back against Louisiana Monroe. Then Auburn is facing Ball State. UAB goes up to Annapolis to face the Naval Academy. And we have Samford against the Citadel. That'll be the Battle of the Bulldogs. And then Jack State plays Liberty.
Tough games, except for Alabama and Auburn. Those should be running.
I think a lot of SEC schools have lower tier competition this week, but I'm telling you, they better not overlook it. Some of those teams will sneak up on you.
There'll be surprises no matter what.
And we thank y'all again for joining us tonight on After the Whistle. We hope to see you next week. Good night.
Good night.